There is a photo of Brad Pitt carrying a little boy on his shoulders. The boy is maybe 5 years old. Dark hair. Big eyes. His name is Maddox. Brad is smiling. Maddox is holding his hands for balance. They look like a family. That was 2006. This week in 2026, Maddox is 24 years old. He just worked as an assistant director on his mother Angelina Jolie's new film Couture. And in the credits of that film, his name is listed as Maddox Jolie. Not Maddox Jolie-Pitt. Just Maddox Jolie. Pitt is gone. Let me give you the full picture because this story has been building for years, and this week's news is just the latest chapter. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt began their relationship in 2005. They were together for over a decade. They adopted 3 children together: Maddox from Cambodia, Zahara from Ethiopia, and Pax from Vietnam. They also had 3 biological children, Shiloh and twins Knox and Vivienne. 6 kids total. One of the most famous families on the planet. In September 2016, everything fell apart. Angelina filed for divorce after an alleged incident on a private jet where Jolie's lawyers later claimed Brad choked one of the children and struck another in the face. Brad has denied this. The FBI investigated and chose not to bring any charges. But the damage to his relationship with his children was done. The divorce became one of the longest and most bitter celebrity splits in history. They were not legally declared single until 2019. The full divorce settlement was not finalized until December 2024. That is 8 years from filing to finish. And throughout all of that, the children have been quietly but very publicly distancing themselves from their father's name. It started with Zahara. In 2023, at her Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority induction ceremony at Spelman College, she stood up and introduced herself as Zahara Marley Jolie. Not Jolie-Pitt.
Jolie.
Then in 2024, when Shiloh turned 18, she legally changed her name to Shiloh Jolie. Her attorney said the decision followed painful events. Shiloh had to publish her name change forms in the Los Angeles Times as required by California law. Also in 2024, when Vivienne worked on The Outsiders Broadway musical that Angelina helped produce, Vivienne was listed in the Playbill as Vivienne Jolie. And now in 2026, it is Maddox, the eldest. The first child they adopted. The boy who once sat on Brad's shoulders. What makes this name change particularly significant is the timeline. In 2024, when Maddox worked on his mother's film Maria, he was still listed as Maddox Jolie-Pitt in those credits. That was just 1 year ago. Something changed between Maria and Couture. And Maddox made a decision. Brad's response has been reported through sources close to him. When Shiloh changed her name, a source told people that Brad was aware and upset. The source said he's never felt more joy than when she was born. He always wanted a daughter. And the reminders that he's lost his children is, of course, not easy for Brad. He loves his children and misses them. Brad's rep declined to comment on Maddox's name change this week. But sources say Brad still loves all of his kids tremendously, and that this whole process has been very hard for the whole family. That is 4 of 6 children who have now publicly dropped or distanced themselves from the Pitt name. Pax and Knox are the only 2 who have not made a public move yet. Maddox was just 5 years old in that photo on Brad's shoulders. He is 24 now. He has made his choice. And in a movie credit with just 2 words, Maddox Jolie, that choice is very clear. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments. And subscribe so you never miss coverage like this.